This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio. Welcome to Northland Basketball. Presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at SportsZone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Hey everybody, welcome into Northland Basketball right here at the Sports Zone. Welcome into our coverage presented by Choice Broadband, and we are at Holbrook High School on this one tonight. And we're bringing you the action as we get a 3A East showdown going on here between really two teams that are two of the top teams, though the rankings might not suggest both teams fall into the category, but two teams that are going to be contenders for a 3A East region title, I think, this year. The Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets will throw up a three right now. That's Anaya Paxson missing that shot. We still have no score more than 1 minute into this thing. Well, the Yellow Jackets are ranked number 6 in the state, so they have had a great start to their year. The Holbrook Roadrunners jumped from last week's ranking of number 28 to now number 23. The Roadrunners, who have had some disappointment in the early part of the season, they've really struggled and they've had some big losses. And we watch the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets get the first points of the game. That is going to be Ashlyn Smith, staying with it, persistent. She's got the putback right there, and it's 2-0. Lead right now for the Yellow Jackets, and they're going to get the hands in the lane. Almost came away with a steal. Taylor Tenage with a great play, but Holbrook is able to get it back. So the Roadrunners in control. Holbrook with some disappointment early on the season. They are getting healthier, playing better as a team, and their coach, Greg Perkins, says they're good again. And in spite of a number 23 ranking, I think that they are going to make life difficult on the rest of the 3A East. But Blue Ridge jumps out with the first two buckets in this one. There's Leilani Hamblin, part of the starting five, with a nice make right there. We're going to get a whistle. Holbrook's about to pull in 5 new players. Let me see if I can get all the ladies who started the game. They included Dea Guerrero and Sarah Billy. Nicole Gambos, Nohia Aberly were in the starting 5. And I missed that one other. Maybe it was Rael Yazi, who was also a starter for the Roadrunners. And I'll get you the new 5 here in just a moment. Let's look at the Yellow Jacket starters first of all. Taylor Tenage about to throw it in. Ashlyn Smith is in that starting lineup. So is Leilani Hamblin. Anaya Paxson gets a start today. And the lady with the basketball right now trying to attack. Talia Wool missed the shot. She is one of the starters. The Roadrunners get the ball back. They trail right now 4-0. Holbrook on the angle right side. Here's a three-pointer on the way, and it's gonna rim off no good, but Holbrook is there for the rebound. Back outside for a 3. Here's this one on the way. That one is off the mark as well. That was put up there by Brooke Sabase. Sabase, part of this new group of 5. The Yellow Jackets, Anaya Paxson turns it over on the travel. So you got Sabase out there, also for the Roadrunners. Leigh Smith is now in this new group out there on the floor. Peyton Lee has checked into the game. Alexis Jean is out there as we watch this one bank in. Good for Peyton Lee, and the first points for the Lady Roadrunners here today. And pocket picked, 1-on-2. And the lady that made the 3, Peyton Lee, gets the big defensive play and pulls it back outside, and the Roadrunners will set up their offense. This one up. Another one attempted off the glass. That's no good. I'll get you that other 5th player on the floor. She gets, well, that wasn't her. That was Sabase, who was going to get to the foul line on a personal foul called on Ashlyn Smith. The fifth lady out there is Holly Casamero for the Roadrunners. First foul called in the game on the Yellow Jackets. Holbrook has one team foul. And our score, with the clock showing the halfway point of the first quarter, our score is 4-3. The first shot by Sabase, no good. She makes the second. We're tied, everybody, 4-4. Big time showdown in the 3A East. Here's a pass to Hamlin underneath. A nice move to dip under and then quickly get the release away before the defender could wall up and stop the shot. And Hamlin's got her second bucket early on for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Turnaround. Casamero misses that shot from the foul line. And the basketball belongs to the Yellow Jackets. Anaya Paxson will send it back outside to Leah Wool. Dribbling around, nobody meeting her out there near the stripe at half court. Eventually, she'll take it in and then get it knocked loose. Tied up by the Roadrunners. Possession, Yellow Jackets. 6-4, Blue Ridge in front. Thank you for joining us, everybody, for our broadcast coverage tonight from Holbrook High School. This is Tony Munoz Gymnasium, and the ladies out there are playing on Budenholzer Court, or as the pronunciation these days is Budenholzer. We get a steal and a takeaway. Good defense, Alexis Jean for Holbrook. Able to take it away. Jean with it, now to the corner. Riel Yazzie will try to feed one inside. She was looking for Peyton Lee, but that one got taken away by the Yellow Jackets. Up the floor, Paxson. Offensive foul. Player control foul called on Anaya Paxson, and the Lady Roadrunners take back over the basketball. Well, I believe for Anaya, and I think it was a good call by the official, but I believe that was a matter of if she would have just continued going to her right, she might have had a nice little look at the basket and like that, use the glass. Holbrook is able to get a shot to go from Nohia Aberly. And with 2:19 on the clock, the Roadrunners have tied the game. That drive, shot no good. Rebound, Tenejith, and Taylor Tenejith has her first bucket of the game. For the Yellow Jackets. Holbrook to try and answer that one. That three is no good. Tenejith, the rebound, long outlet. And a good pass, but the shot is going to be no good for Talia Wool. And we'll get a quick stoppage. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Sports Zone Radio Network.
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio.
You're listening live and local across the White Mountains on the Sports Zone Radio, home for our broadcast coverage in the White Mountains. That is Mix 98 KRFM Show Low. And a three-point try from the corner. The Roadrunners are going to miss that one. And after it rolls all the way into backcourt near the Holbrook bench, Elena Yazzie has it up the floor. Travel called on the Lady Roadrunners. A minute 23 on the clock in the first quarter. We didn't have much time in our pregame to get all of our customary sound checks done, everybody. So as you're listening out there, if you're listening and watching on our YouTube feed in particular, because I can monitor the live chat there. If you'd let me know, other than my voice missing in action because of that cold I had in December and still haven't recovered voice-wise, I'm fine, but the voice isn't fine. As we watch Holbrook hit a three, Dea Guerrero back into the game, and she knocks the three down. A moment ago, that was Ashlyn Smith with her second basket for the Yellow Jackets. Blue Ridge on top, 10-9. Final 33 seconds of the first quarter. But if you're out there listening, I would appreciate it if you don't mind letting me know how it sounds on your end. Does it sound normal? Does it sound right? Is there anything wrong with the quality of the sound? We'd hate for you to go too long with any particular issues as you listen to the broadcast. So any feedback you have on the YouTube chat box, I can look at that every now and then and see what you have to say. Here's Holbrook with the cross-court pass. 14 seconds. Miss. Roadrunner rebound. And they're going to attack. We got a foul called, though. Elena Yazzie got fouled on the way in. 2 shots coming up for Elena. And the personal foul is the second of the game on Ashlyn Smith, and that's something to keep in mind. Pay attention to early on as she gets, and you hate this, you hate that foul to come with 7 seconds remaining in the quarter, right? She tried to stand her ground, but contact on the arm. Inbound, somebody got to shoot. That's a long 2 on the way, and that's going to rim off no good. The Roadrunners had the final look at it, final shot at it as we close out the quarter, but unable to make the shot. And our score is 10-9. Blue Ridge leading Holbrook by 1 with the second quarter on the way. Stand by for more Northland Basketball. It's presented by Choice Broadband. Back right after this.
Choice Broadband is always expanding the service area here on the Navajo Nation for Choice Broadband high-speed internet. Visit the district office nearest you to get started or go online to choice-wireless.com/broadband to see if your home can get connected.
Summit Healthcare is committed to your healthcare experience from start to finish. They invite you to take advantage of the Summit Healthcare Retail Pharmacy. The pharmacy is conveniently located in Summit's outpatient pavilion, just steps away from the hospital, and most of Summit's clinics. They accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare Part B, Medicare Part D, First Care, and IHS. Prescriptions are ready in just minutes, and you get curbside delivery too. The Summit Healthcare Retail Pharmacy, because Summit is committed to meeting your pharmaceutical needs.
Thanks for the feedback on our YouTube channel there, the chat box. Thank you to John and to Traveling Warrior, who both say that it sounds good. Trust you on that. The meters look good, and the meters are usually the best indicator, but you also like to give an actual ear to everything, and we were unable to do that. But good to know that the sound is there for you, and hope everything else is going well. Thank you to Mike and the people in the IT department at Holbrook High School as well for all the assistance they provide to us each and every time we get to come over this direction and see the Roadrunners in action. Hey, there's Richard Gorman right there. Back into the action. Talia Wool on the attack. She goes between 3 defenders and has it blocked out of bounds by the Holbrook defense. Thank you to Holbrook Family Dentistry. You see the graphic right there for their sponsoring partnership of Northland Basketball. 5-second violation on the inbound. The Roadrunners are going to get it back, and we'll see if Holbrook can grab a lead right here. This would, if they can, this would be their first lead of the game. At least I believe they had not led at any point in the first quarter. We're on into the second quarter now with 7:20 on the clock. There's a little feed inside, shot no good, and then blocked by Taylor Tenage. Also a whistle on that block, so somebody committed a foul, and that'll send Nohia Aberly to the free throw line. That ends up being the 6th foul on the Jackets now. And the lady that committed the foul is Lexi Red. First foul today on Lexi. And this is Nohia at the line. The first one is good. We're tied, and we're going to stay tied because that foul shot is no good. Here's the Yellow Jackets facing some intense Holbrook pressure. And I believe Aberly committed a foul. Hand check near the Roadrunners bench. And it was Nohia with Holbrook's third team foul and her second foul of the game. So they'll check her out of the game after picking that up. Here comes the inbound for the Jackets, and a pass to Hamblin is picked off. Stepping in front, Elena Yazzie steals it. Roadrunners. And they're going to turn the ball over. We're tied, everybody, 10-10. Second quarter action. And a drive and a foul. And it looks like the basket's going to count. Count that one. The lady going to the foul line is Lexi Red. Lexi breaks the second quarter early scoring drought. I guess it didn't take too long. Minute 17. Played here in the second quarter for Lexi. Gets her team on the board and then makes that a three-point play. 13-10, Blue Ridge leading the Roadrunners. Yellow Jackets ranked number 6 in the state. Holbrook is number 23. They are a lot closer to each other than that difference, and that's because Holbrook just had a really bad start to their season. And a travel call. I think it's a good call. I think Elena doesn't like it. But she scooted those, shuffled those feet, and the official will whistle that one up, and we're back to the action. That's Lexi Red way out on top. Hands it off to Hamblin. She's going to somehow find a way between two defenders. Lob it inside. There's a lot of contact there. No whistle. Red's shot will rim out. No good. And it's brought down on the rebound by Nicole Gamos. She is back in for the Roadrunners. Dea Guerrero and Hamblin sniffing that one out. Has the steal. There she goes. Shot no good. But she'll get it back. And that long distance shot is no good for Talia Wool. And the Yellow Jackets give it up. Well, they had a nice opportunity there. Look at the drive. It started good for Guerrero, and then the Jackets block it. Hamblin with the speed, and she's got great speed. Hamblin able to take it down the floor, convert for the Yellow Jackets, and they have scored with the three-point play a moment ago. Back-to-back buckets to force Coach Perkins, Greg Perkins of Holbrook, to grab a timeout. Let's get a word in from our presenting sponsors of the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, back in 30 seconds.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO. Experienced physicians and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Thank you to White Mountain Regional Medical Center. They will present the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game at the conclusion of our broadcast. Holbrook with it. Cross-court pass. And now the baseline jumper is partially blocked by Talia Wool. And the Jackets take back over. Wool has it. Man-to-man Holbrook defense. To Lexi Red. She wants to try and find some space on the baseline. She shovels a pass out to her teammate. She was looking for Lacey Tenegeth. And the pass hit her in the, I think it hit her right there in the shin area. Jump ball. Holbrook. Gamos. On the drive, and then the foul, and that should be Renee Penal that commits the foul for the Jackets. It is. That's Renee's first foul. Gambos for 2 shots. And Nicole will try another, and that's perfect. So Nicole Gambos makes both those shots. Jackets with the basketball on a 3-point lead, 15-12. Up in the front court, Lacey Tanagith. It's a nice shovel pass across the paint to Lexi Red. It would not bounce in for her. Gamos the rebound for the Roadrunners. She's going to hand it off to Dea. And Guerrero's three-pointer is perfect. Count it! Dea's second 3 of the game for the Roadrunners, and she ties the game at 15. Talia Wool on the spin, and that's beautifully done off the glass. Talia showing her skills to pay the bills. Ball to the high post to Gamos. They'll kick it back outside. And then reset out on top by Dea Guerrero. To Gamos in the paint. She is going to try to squeeze in. Ends up going up in the air, but Gamos steals it right back, and her teammate will fumble it out of bounds. Leigh Smith working in the paint. Kind of one of those situations where maybe you just make sure that you get control first. Take it up. Jackets with it. Hamblin. So Wool, and then inside. Yeah, that was kind of, you could see it was trouble from the start, and Lacey Tanagith could not control. Her pass was taken away. Back to the Roadrunners. At the top. Oh, that was close. Close to the shuffle of the feet. Here's a 3 from the corner. It's perfect for Leigh Smith. Roadrunners starting to find their range outside. And Holbrook has what I believe is their first lead of the game now, 18-17. And Talia Wool's answer for 3 will not go in. And it's brought down, the rebound to Dea Guerrero. No, actually it was Leigh Smith who made the shot a moment ago, got the rebound. Now Dea for 3. Just off the mark. Bounces out no good. Leilani Hamblin. Boy, she's got one speed, doesn't she? I mean, gets the ball in her hands, and she is going full speed, and it's fast. It's a blur down the sideline. But she's waiting for nobody. If you're not on the bus, you watch out, because it's going to leave the station in a hurry. She got fouled. And at the line, able to get the bounce. The first one, that was Leigh Smith who committed her first foul, by the way. Hamblin with the good bounce. It went high, and then it went in. She was able to get that. And this one will be off the back iron, no good. Guerrero the rebound for the Roadrunners. We're tied, everybody. 18 apiece. Holbrook's been starting to shoot the 3 more. Although this time they tried to hit the pass to the baseline. Sarah Billy now on the floor for the Roadrunners. Couldn't hang on to that one. Taylor Tanagith with a beautiful pass to Leah Wool, but as she turned to the basket, lost the handle. The Roadrunners own it. And that was rushed. And the putback didn't go. But a steal for the Roadrunners. Under the basket, the shot is good this time for Sarah Billy. Problem right there, the Yellow Jackets gave too many second chances, and this is where right now on that particular play, I think, is where you really miss the presence of Ashlyn Smith. She takes up some real estate in the paint, but more importantly, she's got that reach. She's got that length, and they don't have that right now defensively. The Jackets took advantage of it. New into the game is Miley Hamblin. Drive, left hand, basket good, Lacey Tenage. Tied again, 20 apiece. And that little shot, that was interesting. Brooke Sabase back into the game, but that would not go in. Taylor Tenage outside, open for three. And it wouldn't go in. Would not go in for Renee Pinal. Is that Renee or is that? Yeah, I believe it was Renee. Here's the inbound to Taylor. Missed. Got it back. Made that shot. Tenage making it happen. She's got 4 points in the first half. Her teammate Leilani Hamblin, who's getting a rest right now, has 7 to lead the way for the Yellow Jackets. Final 30 seconds of the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is on the way. Basketball fans. 22-20. The lead for the Yellow Jackets. So they've made back-to-back baskets, and now another opportunity for Blue Ridge. Can they take a 2-possession lead into halftime? 10 seconds right here. Tenage back outside. 3 seconds. And Holbrook able to defend that one well enough that no shot for the Yellow Jackets, who are going to go into halftime with a nice little lead they have over the Holbrook Roadrunners. And we thank you for joining us on our broadcast coverage of Northland Basketball. It's presented by Choice Broadband. We are live at Tony Munoz Gymnasium, Holbrook High School. And a good one going on right now. The Yellow Jackets lead the Roadrunners 22-20 in this girls matchup. We've got this timeout, and then the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is on the way. Stand by, everybody.
Choice Broadband is a proud sponsor of the 2022 Choice Classic, supporting our young athletes as they compete for the title and demonstrate the values and perseverance that is found throughout our community. To all of our young athletes, we say, keep making us Navajo proud.
The team at Beam & Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beam & Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beam & Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beam & Well Drilling.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Happy New Year from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Just in time for our Valentine's special, we are introducing our new business partner, Cattleman's Steakhouse. Yeehaw! With every insured replacement, you can take your sweetheart out for the best prime rib on the mountain. Or choose salmon, sirloin steak, cod, pork chops, chicken, or a variety of other delicious dinners.
You are the best, honey.
And with the Valentine's special, you also get 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters. And this year, year, you could take your Valentine to a VIP experience to see the King of Country, George Strait, live in concert. That's right, we're giving away 2 premium VIP tickets to see George Strait, Chris Stapleton, and Little Big Town live in Phoenix, including VIP parking. Yes! Don't miss out on our best Valentine special.
536-5972 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cashback. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Halftime, everybody. Holbrook High School, welcome back to Northland Basketball, presented by Choice Broadband. We are at Tony Munoz Gymnasium, and they are playing this game out there on Budenholzer Courts, named for one of the great families in Holbrook history. Not just Holbrook High School, where Vince Budenholzer, the patriarch of the family, was athletic director for so many years. Before that, the boys' head coach here won a state championship as the head coach back in the 70s with Holbrook. But his son Mike Budenholzer, who was a great player, was a great basketball player at Holbrook High School, was a great football player. Boy, was he a great quarterback, right? He could play a little baseball, was a terrific golf player, terrific golfer. And of course, you know him as the NBA championship head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. Mike Budenholzer, graduate of Holbrook High School. This is Budenholzer Court, named for that family. And by the way, let's mention Libby as well. Let's mention Mike's mom, Libby. Everybody who's been around Holbrook for a while knows who Libby is. Wonderful woman. Long-time mayor and council member on the city council here in Holbrook, and community leader, and of course the mom of that Budenholzer clan. And she was great, and she was tough. And time or two that I was there to witness, Mike, dealing with, when he stepped down the line a bit. Mom was awesome. She made sure he stayed in line. And the entire family was great. So anyway, this is Budenholzer Court, everybody. We welcome you back in. Halftime, Blue Ridge 22, Holbrook 20. In this girls' matchup, the Yellow Jackets are ranked number 6 in the state. Holbrook is ranked number 23. That's a jump of 5 spots since the last rankings. And, so kudos to Coach Greg Perkins and his ladies, as they have plenty of time to make their way into the playoff picture. But obviously, you want to make sure you're taking care of business and doing that on a night-in, night-out basis. Now imagine if Holbrook beats Blue Ridge tonight, 23 beating number 6. What would that do for Holbrook? What do you guys think? What would that do for the Roadrunners? Would they look at Coach Tenigit for Blue Ridge? He's out there. He's in the I don't know if they're doing a 50-50, whatever. You buy in, you pay to shoot a halftime shot, and I think you get half the money or something. Hey, who wants to buy my way in? I don't have any cash. I'll go out there and shoot. How much does it cost? $6? $1? That's it. You got $1? All right. I'm going to go out there and shoot, everybody, okay? So you're just going to hear the background noise here. Look at the replay, everybody. This is not good. This is not good. Oh, terrible. Wow. Yikes. I'm embarrassed. I am embarrassed. Look at me run off the court like a boss. Okay, here's your halftime stuff. Obviously, you know Blue Ridge on top 22-20 by now. The Yellow Jackets are led in scoring by Leilani Hamblin. Boy, she is just super fast, isn't she? She got 7 points in the game. Ashlyn Smith has 4 points. But did Ashlyn even play in the second quarter? I don't know if she did. I don't think so. She got 2 fouls early. Coach took her out. We hadn't seen her for a while. Imagine she'll start the second half. We'll see a lot more of Ashlyn. Taylor Tenenjith, 4 points. Lexi Red has 3 points. Lacey Tenenjith and Talia Wool each have 2 points for the Yellow Jackets. On the other side, the Roadrunners are led by Dea Guerrero. 2 big threes in that first half for Dea. And then a trio of ladies of 3 points each. Leigh Smith has 3 on a 3-point basket. Peyton Lee has 3 points on a 3-point basket. And Nohia Aberle has 3 points in that first half. 2 points for Nicole Gambos, 2 points for Sarah Billy, and 1 point for Brooke Sabase. And that's how it looks at halftime, everybody. We're going to take this timeout. A word in from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tints. And the second half begins next. Don't go anywhere. It's Northland Basketball right here at Sports Zone Radio, and it's presented by Choice Broadband. Stand by.
Happy New Year from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Just in time for our Valentine's special, we are introducing our new business partner, Cattleman's Steakhouse. Yeehaw! With every insured replacement, you can take your sweetheart out for the best prime rib on the mountain. Or choose salmon, sirloin steak, cod, pork chops, chicken, or a variety of other delicious dinners.
You are the best, honey.
And with the Valentine's special, you also get 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters. And this year, you could take your Valentine to a VIP experience to see the King of Country, George Strait, live in concert. That's right, we're giving away 2 premium VIP tickets to see George Strait, Chris Stapleton, and Little Big Town live in Phoenix, including VIP parking. Yes! Don't miss out on our best Valentine special.
536-5972 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cashback. Woohoo!
Can't believe I missed that shot by that much. That was sad. That was sad, Northland basketball fans. But I will say, like everybody else in line there that tried, I had no chance to warm up, okay? So I've got an excuse at the ready. I didn't have a chance. I see Ashlyn Smith out there for the Yellow Jackets getting ready to start the second half. Her presence on the floor is, I think, going to be big for the Yellow Jackets. Let's get the second half going. Ashlyn, along with Taylor Tenenjith. Here is Aaliyah Wool taking the inbound pass from Anaya Paxson. And Leilani Hamblin is the 5th Yellow Jacket starter for the second half. Paxson. Nope, that was Paxson. Pardon me on that. She had her pass stolen. And for Holbrook, Nicole Gambos brings it into front court. We get the second half underway. Northland basketball fans. Northland Basketball is presented by Choice Broadband. And a lob to the baseline. Nohia Aberle on the turnaround. And her little shot was off the mark. Rebound, Jackets. Taylor Tenenjith attacks the paint, tips under. And an offensive foul call, player control foul on Tenenjith. First foul of the game on Taylor. Holbrook has, in their second half starting lineup, Dea Guerrero. She hit a couple of threes in that first half. Here's Nohia Aberle. Elena Yazzie also starts the second half. Nicole Gambos is out there. And the 5th starter for the Roadrunners is Rael Yazzie. Here's the inbound to Aberle, and that shot no good. Rebound Smith. And a foul on the Roadrunners. Guerrero was there trying to get position. Well, hold on a minute. Okay, Gambos is the guilty party for the Roadrunners. She picks up foul number 1 on her night. And then Aberly checks out of the Holbrook lineup. In for the Roadrunners, Holly Casamero. These two teams duking it out for position in the 3A East. And we're going to get a hand check. Foul called on the Yellow Jackets. Nope. Roadrunners. And the lady that gets called is Elena Yazzie. Into the paint. Tenejith missed. Ashlyn Smith, rebound, put back, shot good. First points of the second half. 24-20. Jackets in front. Swing it around to the left side. Yazzie didn't like it. Guerrero and now Gambos. Boy, almost lost it. Left side, open for 3 off the angle. It's no good for Rael Yazzie. And a whistle on the rebound. Ball belongs to the Roadrunners. Here they go for the inbound pass. Into Gambos. Down the corner, the left-handed three-point try is no good for Casamero. And it's down to Taylor Tenejith. The Yellow Jackets bring it up the floor. Paxson, left side to Wool, and then Paxson gets it back for the scoop in the paint. Beautifully done. So the Jackets score the first pair of baskets. Start the second half. Drive, and the defender, Anaya Paxson, is draped all over Gambos. Trying to get to the basket, and Nicole is going to receive two foul shots right here. Gambos unable to make that first one. And she'll get her second right here, 26-20. And the Jackets will continue to remain the onlyest of the two teams on the floor with second half points yet. Is the inbound? Casamero's shot, no good. Rebound. The follow. Well, that one wouldn't go either for the Roadrunners. Sabase couldn't make that one happen. Into the corner. Leilani Hamlin now at the top. This is Wool with it. And her bounce pass is picked off. And then Hamlin commits foul. Picked off by Sabase. For Leilani Hamlin committing that foul, her first of the game, and that's team foul number 3 on the Jackets already. Just under 3 minutes having been played in the second half. A 3 for the Roadrunners. And it's good. Elena Yazzie knocks it down. Cut the Yellow Jacket lead back down to 3 points. Smith on the baseline. Gave it up. Tenejith. That one's up from 3, and it's no good. Tipped around. Casamero's outlet pass stolen. Taken back by Tenejith. She'll drive and scoop and score. Taylor makes it a 5-point Jackets advantage. Right side, Gambos. Now at the top. Gambos again. Open from 3 on the left side. That shot no good for Elena Yazzie after making it a moment ago. Rael Yazzie in the paint, unable to get it. Offensive rebound. Gambos gets the roll for the Roadrunners. Holbrook keeping pace. We get a whistle. An official timeout. Somebody, Casimiro, lost her contact lens. So while they go on a fishing expedition to try and find it, because that's what it always ends up being, it's never a fun thing. And when you find it, how many people have
Find more than you think.
stepped all over it? You find it more often than you think?
Find it more often. I think every time we find one. We got it.
You know who always seemed to lose every game? I thought Mark Munoz was always losing contact lenses back in high school. Mark Munoz, the guy for whom this arena, well, his father, named after his father, you get steel right there. Nohea Aberle converts. Shot is good. 1 point difference. Jackets in front. Hamblin's jumper, no good. And then I think the Roadrunners stepped on the baseline. They'll give it back. The Yellow Jackets have it for an inbound. Taylor Tenejith inbound to Talia Wool. Return pass to Tenejith on the left angle. She's going to try to work her way down. Unable. Back outside for Tenejith, and the jumper is no good. Rebound Holbrook. Elena Yazzie shovels it off to Gambos to the corner. That's Rael Yazzie. Left side got open, and the shot was just off the mark for Sabase. On the timeout, the Jackets will take an opportunity to bring in Renee Penal. Inbound in the paint, jump ball. Ashlyn Smith collapsing on the inbound receiver to tie it up. It's a good play. And with 3:05 remaining in the third quarter, the Yellow Jackets will have it, and they have the lead as well. 28-27. Oh, look at that great move by Aaliyah Wool, and a nice pass underneath. It looked like it was going to be an easy bucket for the Jackets. Underneath was Penal, but back into the game, Nohea Aberle with a big block shot for the Roadrunners. So that'll force a reset. Wool with the lob inside to Smith. Off her hand out of bounds. Back to the Lady Roadrunners. The Birds. Aberle working the paint. And as she shoveled it back outside, that's Kim Billy into the game. Kim, first chance to handle the basketball, and she's going to get called for the too many steps. Down to 2.5 minutes remaining. Backcourt violation. Well, there was nothing Aaliyah Wool could do about that one. Did what she could. Inbound for the Roadrunners. They'll have the basketball. Elena Yazzie to Aberle. She decides to drive on Smith. Had to push it to the right side of the key. Missed the shot, and you'll see Elena Yazzie with the steal right there. To Kim Billy into front court. Back to Elena. And a travel call after the catch by Sabitze. And it'll go back the other direction. So both teams struggling a little bit right now here. This part of the third quarter. 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Struggling to get there. Get the feels out there, you know. Come the Jackets. Long pass to Hamblin. The turnaround. And that's going to bounce right into the hands. It's good to be there at the right place, right time. Lacey Tenegith makes it a 3-point game. Holbrook to tie it, but couldn't. Rebound and a Jackets foul. Kim Billy working near the paint. He ends up getting fouled. She's going to have 2 shots on the way. That's the second foul of the game on Lexi Red. And we'll see what Kim Billy has to offer at the foul line. First one is a bit off the mark. You see there, if you're watching the live stream on our Sports on Radio YouTube channel. 1:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Game 1 of our broadcast doubleheader tonight. 2 nights from now, we'll be at Page High School. Chinley at Page coming up on Thursday night. Lexi Red to Aaliyah Wool. Missed it. Rebound. Basket good for Lacey Tenegith, and a very fast timeout taken by Coach Brandon Tenegith for the Yellow Jackets after the big make right there. Slow the pace down just a little bit, everybody. And we'll take this opportunity to get a word in from Beeman Well Drilling. It's 32-28. The Yellow Jackets in front of Holbrook. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband. Stand by.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Thank you to Noah Grayson for reporting a score at the end of, I think at the end of the first quarter is what the score that he was reporting. He says Window Rock 13, Chinley 7. Window Rock 13, Chinley 7. And I make the assumption that's the girls' game. If you're going to report the scores, we appreciate that highly. Do make sure that you tell us whether it's boys or girls' game. And do make sure if you are letting us know what quarter it is, let us know what the particular quarter is, and that'll help. That'll help our viewers or listeners a lot right there. Minute 17 remaining in the third quarter. Nicole Gambos at the free throw line. Kicks it out. And then a high pass that's taken away by the Yellow Jackets. And that is Leilani Hamblin. Look, she's too fast. She gets the open floor. You're just not going to catch her. And that makes it a 6-point Jackets lead, 52 seconds left third quarter. Gambos at the free throw line. Back outside. Roadrunners have a couple of new ladies. Alexis Jean is back into the game. Lay Smith out there and Jean for 3. It'll bounce off the back iron, but a rebound for Holbrook. Peyton Lee got it back. Inside, Gambos, too strong. And knocked out of bounds by the Yellow Jackets. Stops the clock with 29.6 seconds remaining. Got no shot clock today, at least not in this game. Inbound for the Roadrunners, and that shot for Aberly is going to bounce out, but Aberly is there. She stays with it, and she's got the basket for the Roadrunners. And the Roadrunners going to cheer because they're going to get the ball back. And they kind of do need to get a little bit of work done and erase as much of that lead as they can. Nope, it's going to be Blue Ridge ball. Long pass to Hamblin. Missed the shot. Red on the rebound, fouled by the Roadrunners. And I believe that's Elena Yazzie who got into her right there. So Elena picks up foul number 2 on her night so far. Inbound for the Jackets. That was team foul number 3 on the Roadrunners. Jackets have 4. Inbound on the curl. Red couldn't make it, but she gets it back. And that shot no good for Talia Wolf. Got a shoot at the buzzer. Shot away. And just off the mark by Holbrook's Alexis Jean. She was there. She had the shot. Gave it a go, but it didn't land for her, and that ends the third quarter. As you look at the Roadrunners and their coach, Greg Perkins, we go out to a break. Final 8 minutes on the way. Blue Ridge 34, Holbrook 30. Stand by for that fourth quarter. Northland Basketball. It's brought to you by Choice Broadband. Back in a moment, everybody.
Choice Broadband is now available to more homes on the Navajo Nation than ever before. Visit the Choice NTUA Wireless District office nearest you to get started, or go online to choice-wireless.com/broadband to see if your home can get connected.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Can't say thank you enough to Holbrook Family Dentistry for joining our team as an advertising sponsorship partner of Northland Basketball. Thank you to Dr. Lyman, and the great staff at Holbrook Family Dentistry for their partnership here at the Sports Zone. Get a whistle. Foul, I believe the shot counted just now. I believe the shot counted for Aberly. Yep. Right, it did. Does that make sense to everybody? 2-point game. Holbrook's got it back inbound to the corner. And Helena Yazzie had to bring it back outside. Alexis Jean with her on the floor. Nohia Aberly, Nicole Gambos, and here's a three-pointer on the way and good for Sarah Billy, the 5th of those fourth quarter starters for the Roadrunners, and Sarah knocks it down. The Roadrunners back in front, 35-34. They're going to get the ball back. Hamlin with the travel. Holbrook 35, Blue Ridge 34. The Roadrunners, look at Hamlin almost single-handedly able to disrupt things and, cause a bad pass. Smith steals it. Hamlin shot short. Follow is going to be no good. Foul on the ground. The lady that was fouled was Lacey Tenegith. I believe that was Gambos. No, it was Aberly. Nohia committed her 3rd foul of the game. Jackets inbound to Lacey Tenegith. Now to Taylor Tenegith. One of those young ladies is the niece of the other girl. And a whistle and a step on the baseline. Roadrunners will get it back. Holbrook 35, Blue Ridge 34, and we'll see what this Jackets team is made of with this kind of situation. The intensity of the big-time region matchup against a team with a great reputation, the Roadrunners. I know they haven't had a great year this year, but you always have to account for the Roadrunners on your schedule. Aberly inside, forced one. That was really not the best shot selection by Nohia. You saw her throw that up. Miss it all. Paxson on the drive. Has it knocked from her hand. Yeah, that's a foul. She got schwacked on the forearm. And the Roadrunner guilty was Aberly. And oh, look at this. Watch out. 4th foul of the game on Nohia. Inbound. And a timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets before the pass was thrown, I guess. So they're going to grant the timeout. And we will pause for a word from White Mountain Regional Medical Center. They bring you the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game after this one. 35-34, Holbrook in front of Blue Ridge. Great girls basketball game going on. Northland Basketball brought to you by Choice Broadband.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Well, if it matters, and I think it probably will, you can see on the screen there the graphic that shows the timeouts right below the names, those dashed lines of the timeouts remaining. Blue Ridge has 2 remaining. In fact, they're the only ones who called timeout in the game. So we see them throw it away on an inbound. Really a dangerous pass toward the corner. Hamblin was well covered. And it's taken away by the Roadrunners. Look at Hamblin's defense. Look at this. Holbrook's going to have a hard time getting it across. Well, that's Dea Guerrero traveling with it, but they were running out of time. They were at about 7 seconds right there, I think. And again, it's Hamblin. She is a one-lady wrecking crew on defense. When you can run, it's almost like they're running their entire, full court press with just one lady. And I know her teammates are there. And speaking of teammates, how about Anaya Paxson? Good work on the baseline, and Anaya's got the points. Jackets back in front, and a foul. And the foul's on Taylor Tenegith. Back again to the timeout situation. Final 6 minutes and 2 seconds left in this one. Blue Ridge 36, Holbrook 35. The Roadrunners with the basketball, but Holbrook's got all 5 of their timeouts remaining. Jackets have 2. Miss, long rebound, Jackets attack to Hamblin. Shot is going to roll off, no good. And just look, the Roadrunners, they were trying to get out and run, but it's Hamblin's defense. She kept the Roadrunners from getting a clean pass, outlet pass off, and then eventually caused a turnover. Missed the shot, but it doesn't matter because her teammate is there. Lacey Tenegith with the basket. And now Holbrook will spend their first timeout yet in the game tonight. And we'll get a break in here. Stand by, everybody. Northland Basketball is presented by Choice Broadband. We are back to Holbrook with more fourth quarter action right after this.
Summit Healthcare Orthopedics welcomes Curtis Ellsworth, DO. Dr. Ellsworth received his Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine from Midwestern University in Glendale, Arizona. He completed his orthopedic surgery residency at Research Medical Center in Kansas City, Missouri. Dr. Ellsworth is accepting new patients. Summit Healthcare Orthopedics, 4951 White Mountain Road in Show Low, 928-537-6700.
38-35 the score. Blue Ridge in front of Holbrook. This girls match it. And Roadrunners somehow get the ball across to Aberly. And under the basket, Taylor Tenegith commits a Yellow Jacket foul on the shooter, Alexis Jean. So third foul of the game on Taylor. 2 shots on the way for Alexis. This has been a game of mini streaks. The Yellow Jackets put a streak together, score 2-3 unanswered baskets. Before they can get too much of a lead, the Roadrunners come back and they'll score 2 or 3 and they'll tie the game or get within a possession. And then the Jackets pull a little bit further ahead. So we watch lane violation. Jean missed the first foul shot. And she felt like the second one wasn't going to go. She knew it was short. So she steps across. So hard to control yourself from doing that, isn't it? Full court press, but the Jackets break it. Lacey Tenegith to Hamblin. Outside, Paxson. Jackets by 3, and an entry pass tipped away. That's good defense by Alexis Jean. But trouble in backcourt. Pressure by the Jackets. And the Roadrunners running out of time. Got to throw it. You need to just pick it up and throw it, and I know she couldn't tell that, but That was Elena Yazzi's only chance, just to grab it and chuck it. She picked it up, tried to dribble, 10 seconds. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Sports Zone Radio Network.
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio.
You're listening to Northland Basketball on the Sports Zone Radio, home for basketball coverage across Northeast Arizona. Mix 98 KRFM Show Low. Game one of our broadcast doubleheader tonight. Personal foul called on Holbrook's Elena Yazzie. That's 3 fouls on her inbound and another foul. Roadrunner foul here. Should be 2 shots for Anaya Paxson. And that, I think, is foul number 4 on Elena Yazzie. That is Elena's 4th, so they're going to get her out. Coming in for Holbrook is going to be Sarah Billy. Paxson makes the foul shot. Well, that's the first free throw attempted by the Yellow Jackets in the second half. Holbrook has had a few more. The Roadrunners have had 6 foul attempts in the second half, and they've only made 1 of them. There's your difference in the game, right? Aberly somehow blown right by Taylor Tenejith. And Nohia with the bucket. She's got 11 in the game to lead the way for the Roadrunners. If you're watching the screen, you see the jump ball. 2 teams scrambling for the ball near half court. Smith gets tied up. And possession arrow to the Jackets, 40-37. Inbound. Lacey Tenejith. She came up short on the baseline. Had a nice look at it, couldn't make it. Nohia Aberly, she wants it all the way, and she is rejected by Taylor Tenejith. Holbrook scrambles to pick it up. Down 3 right now, halfway point of the 4th quarter. Roadrunners, Coach Perkins, he doesn't like it a lot. He wants his girls to slow it down. And we're going to take this timeout. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband. How about this? Blue Ridge 40, Holbrook 37. We're back in 1 minute. Stand by.
Choice Broadband is always expanding the service area here on the Navajo Nation for Choice Broadband high-speed internet. Visit the district office nearest you to get started or go online to choice-wireless.com/broadband to see if your home can get connected.
The team at Beeman Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Big thank you to Beeman Well Drilling. Thank you to all our sponsoring partners of Northland Basketball. They include Holbrook Family Dentistry. They're new with us this year with Northland Basketball, and they are big supporters of all of our teams across the north, across the 3A North region, and the 3A East as well. Holbrook Family Dentistry. Brand new with us here at Sports Zone Radio. 3:52. How did that pass find its way to Nohia? Unable to make the shot, and there's the presence of Ashlyn Smith making a huge difference defensively for the Jackets. Now she'll have it inside and get fouled. That's going to be a 1-and-1. Lady that committed the foul was Kim Billy. That's Kim's first foul today. You got to try to get the ball before Ashlyn goes up with it, and she did. And a big make at the foul line. Jackets haven't had many chances to shoot free throws in the second half, but they have made all 3 of them. And that's a huge difference. 4-point lead right now for the Jackets. They made their 3 free throws, and the Roadrunners are 1 out of 6 from the foul line. First miss for the Jackets at the line in the second half right there. 41-37 our score. Blue Ridge in front. 3:30 remaining in regulation. And a pass to Elena Yazzie that she had to save in. The Roadrunners did not get back on defense, and Hamlin makes them pay. She's so fast. You have got to be turning and burning if you're the Roadrunners defense. And they didn't. Made that one too easy for the Yellow Jackets. 43-37 our score. And another Roadrunner timeout. Word in from Holbrook Family Dentistry. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband. Stand by, sports fans.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Thank you goes out to Holbrook Family Dentistry, their sponsorship of Northland Basketball, and that's brought to you by Choice Broadband, everybody. And while I'm getting everybody's name in, or most of our sponsoring partners, how about if I mention as well that the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game will be presented at the end of this one by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. That's going to include one of those great Sports Zone Media t-shirts. And here is Aberle's three-point try. No good. Get back on defense, Holbrook. Somebody better get back, and Guerrero does. After the Jackets get the ball away. 6-point Blue Ridge lead. Blue Ridge really unfazed out there, playing the Roadrunners, who are much improved over what they were back in the early parts of December, and are back looking more like your typical Greg Perkins coached Holbrook Roadrunner team, and just playing Holbrook for many teams can strike a lot of fear, but the Jackets are playing fearlessly out there. By the way, Ashlyn Smith has now picked up her 4th foul of the game for Blue Ridge. 2:22 remaining. See if that becomes a factor. Gambos at the line. Holbrook's foul shooting woes continue, but they're going to get it back inside. And Elena Yazzie has the 2 points. 4-point difference. Jackets in front. Back outside, Paxson on the drive. Pull up, no good. Roadrunner rebound. Came down to Alexis Jean. The Jackets, their coach, Brandon Tanager, stressing defense. And we'll see what they can get out of it. Now, I think Ashlyn Smith just fouled out of the game. Gambos going to the foul line for 2 shots, but that could be huge. Ashlyn is gone. Lexi Red comes in. Lexi's got some length, but she's not quite there with Ashlyn. And Ashlyn was making it so tough for Holbrook in the paint around the basket. Now she's gone for the final 146, and we'll see if the Roadrunners gain some advantage out of that. But once again, trouble at the line. And you'd have to say that's where the game is being won and lost right now. At the foul line. Finally, Gambos able to get one to go. 3-point game. Jackets bring it up. This right here, Holbrook's got to be kind of, they could use a shot clock right here. Here's a shot and a push and a foul. And that's going to go against the Yellow Jackets trying to clear out. Nope, they say Holbrook. Holbrook was clearing out. Let's see here. Yeah. There was some movement in that direction for sure. Though I got to tell you, I'm not sure who committed the foul. I think it was Ray Eliazi. Taylor Tanagit at the line to try and Get some separation. She does. 2 clutch foul shots. Second half foul shooting is the difference in the game. 5 free throws made in the fourth quarter. 5 out of 6 in this half for the Jackets. The Roadrunners have missed 7 free throws in the second half, and they throw it away. And they got to get a timeout. Coach Perkins wants a full timeout to talk it over with the ladies. So we will grab a timeout as well. From our friends, a word from our friends at Hatch Toyota. Minute 25 on the clock, fourth quarter, and a 5-point Yellow Jackets lead. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Hatch Toyota doesn't have salespeople. We've changed how to buy a car. Now a floor product specialist works with you, and they aren't commissioned.
They're on salary, so when you're approached on the lot or in the showroom, you don't have to panic. Nobody's going to give you the bump and hustle to get you to sign on the dotted line because there's simply no pressure to do so. Hatch Toyota is taking the long view.
The view that involves your complete satisfaction with the whole buying experience. An experience we'd even be so bold to call happy. Who doesn't want to be happy?
And buying a new car is a really happy day. It's time to take the stress out of the day and put in the joy.
Shop ahead at HatchToyota.com. Our entire fleet is at your fingertips.
Then let us know which model you're interested in and make an appointment with one of our floor product specialists.
Hatch Toyota, keeping the White Mountains rolling for 25 years.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at HatchToyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Show Low.
Hamblin a miss. Lexi Red. She missed, got it back, and in the paint, Anaya Paxton will help try to put some ice on this one for the Yellow Jackets. What a shot by Anaya. Timely on the feed from Lexi Red. Under a minute remaining, a 7-point Jackets lead. 7 points, the lead for Blue Ridge. In the corner right side, Holbrook will feed Aberly, and Taylor Tanageth blocks her shot. Red up the floor, and Gambos comes flying out there to knock it away. 47-40. Roadrunners running out of time, and the Jackets, well, all they've got to do is just protect the basketball here at this point. They don't have to shoot. There's no shot clock. And a foul by Rael Yazzie. She had to step out there and try and do something. You'll see right here. There's your foul. Second of the game on Rael. And Anaya Paxton, she was 2 for 2 at the line before missing that one there. And even with the miss, the value of the foul shot in the second half, in the fourth quarter in particular for the Jackets, can't be underestimated. She misses them both, but this is after the difference in free throw shooting has already made all the difference in the game. Three-pointer, no good. And this one is, for all intents and purposes, in the books. Steal, Jackets foul. Rael Yazzie with a steal, but with 18.5 seconds left, I know that you can pull a miracle off in this time frame. I can't imagine the miracle is in the making. That's the fourth foul on Paxton, by the way. This is Rael. Shot is good. We'll talk to the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game immediately following this one. And both foul shots are good, so it's a 2-possession game, 47-42. Inbound, Holbrook steals. Well, did I talk too soon? That shot's good. Dea Guerrero off the Gambo steal. Inbound, Holbrook foul with 9.6 seconds left. So there'll be 2 shots coming up. 2 shots on the way for the Jackets. Okay, so again, I'll say this. It's the free throw line that's the difference in the outcome of this game. And the Jackets can, well, again, I don't know about ice it, but maybe I spoke too soon earlier, but they can make it a very tough 2-possession game. Unfortunately, Paxson misses. Holbrook making noise. Paxson delivers. 2 possessions, 48-44. 5 seconds, Aberle missed the shot. 2 seconds, Guerrero fouled with .8. So she'll get some foul shots, but that's not going to be enough. And it was a classic free throw battle in the second half that ends up being the difference. Lexi Red committed that foul, but that doesn't matter. Guerrero, well listen, here's what Holbrook can do. They can either intentionally miss this shot or accidentally miss it, get a rebound, and then in the area of a three-point shot and release it very quickly and win. Or they can steal the inbound in 3 points, not win, but tie. And then steal it outside the arc somewhere and release it very quickly. You've got that much time. That's all you got. I don't know what you do, because you can't guarantee the ball's going to tip out to three-point land if you miss this. There's the miss. Jackets rebound. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Who's the foul on? I want to look at that again, guys. I want to see that replay again. Officials are talking it over. Well, yeah, Gambos was pushing out. If they call that on Gambos, I don't think that's a bad call at all. Yeah. Yeah, she was, and that's all you can do, but she was trying to clear some, she was trying to road grade some space right there. She was working like an offensive guard for just a moment. It's a football reference in case you didn't know. And it just didn't quite work out. Well, guys, Blue Ridge holds on in the final 0.8 seconds. We need to determine who the Blue Ridge representative is for the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. I got this lady right here. Or is it? Look in your direction. As another foul shot goes in, it's this, right? That's who I got. Who do you got? Got the same person? Both foul shots are good for Lexi Red. To put a punctuation point on this one, and that's where the game is won for the Yellow Jackets. That's the free throw line. I got this one. Is that who you got? Well, you guys decide. Tell your guy there, you guys decide before we... It's up to you guys. Let me know. I mean, there's a couple of great candidates for the Sports Zone Radio player of the game. I'll mention who I think the two strong candidates are. I think they are Leilani Hamblin, who was extraordinary on defense. She also scored 11 points in the game, which leads the way, and I didn't realize that. Her teammate Taylor Tenejith was fantastic. Taylor did a great job, and she also played some great defense. Looks like it's going to be number 10. Leilani Hamblin is going to be the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game, everybody. That's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We're going to get a chance to talk to her and then get you ready for the boys' game coming up. That's the wrong scoreboard, by the way. Sorry about that. I don't know if that was me that set that up. Probably not. Let me just help you out real quick here. Try that one, see if that works. There's a better one. Okay. Hey, Northland basketball fans, welcome back into Holbrook High School tonight. And a big finish in the girls' game. Final score 50-45. Blue Ridge has defeated the Holbrook Roadrunners tonight in this crucial 3A East matchup between these teams. The Jackets came in ranked number 6. Let's award the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And the smiling lady in front of you is the guard for Blue Ridge that really was so disruptive tonight with her defense. Her name is Leilani Hamblin, And we want to congratulate you, Leilani, you and your team on the victory tonight.
Thank you.
Way to go. Well, let's see, you came in here. This is a tough place to win, okay? All right, close, tight confines, loud fans for Holbrook. And your team played with so much composure down the stretch. Talk about getting a win here against Holbrook tonight, what that means to you and the ladies.
Well, all of our hard work has really paid off, and we really have pushed it, and we try and push it to the end when we're really close.
Listen, I watched you play your defense all night long, and I think that's where you led the team in scoring with 11 points, but to me it was about your defense. And I don't know if I've seen anybody out there this year, for anybody that plays as fast as you play. You got a motor that just keeps on going and won't quit.
Thank you.
What is it about you? How do you summon up all that energy for a whole game?
I don't know. I just try and move my feet and get in front of them and make sure I'm doing my best on D.
It's almost like when you're playing that full court press, you are moving so quickly laterally from one player to the next as they pass the ball. You make it so hard. You take a lot of pride in your defense?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. On the other end, you did score a lot, and you got some good opportunities, with your hustle play. So I just want to ask you about your thoughts on overall this team. Taylor Tanagith was a great possible candidate for the player of the game. She played a great game. Ashlyn Smith was. She was a brick wall on defense in the middle for your team. How do you like the makeup of the Lady Yellow Jackets team?
I really like it. We've been trying to get our chemistry together and make sure that we're being able to read each other's next move.
Well, I'll just tell you, Leilani, you came into the game ranked number 6, and that's uncommon territory for Blue Ridge Lady Yellow Jackets basketball. Does that feel pretty good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations. A great win for you and the ladies. Go enjoy this, and you're the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game, okay?
Thank you.
All right. There's Leilani Hamblin, the guard for Blue Ridge that just turned in such a great game, led the team in scoring, but her defense was extraordinary. She ends up as the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And we'll continue on with this post-game wrap-up, everybody. The Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets have defeated the Holbrook Roadrunners in girls basketball tonight at Tony Munoz Gymnasium, Budenholzer Courts in Holbrook. And the final score was Blue Ridge 50, Holbrook 45. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband. And the guy that leads this team, the head coach of Blue Ridge, Brandon Tanagith, joins us now. Coach Tanagith, congratulations on your win.
Appreciate it, sir.
Well, how did that feel? You came into Holbrook. It's not an easy place to get a win. It's so loud in this place. The fans here are so strong for Holbrook, and they've got a good team, and you get the win.
Yeah, that's a tough place to play. Hats off to the girls again. They responded. Close game. We pulled it out. It's all about how we finish.
And you finished extremely well tonight. Well, I thought defense was big for you on this one here tonight. We'll talk about that. I want to ask you about Leilani Hamblin, the player of the game. Ask you about Taylor Tanagith's defense, Ashlyn Smith. Really a trio that played so great for you tonight. Anaya Paxson as well. But first, I want to ask you about free throws, because I thought that was really what the difference was in this game tonight. Holbrook didn't shoot free throws well in the second half, and until they had to start fouling you at the end, they got a lot more opportunities, and they just weren't making them. Your girls, though, in the limited moments in the first half of the fourth quarter, were making your shots. I thought that's where the game was won and lost.
Yeah, in the timeout, that's what I told them. Expect coming out, they're going to be fouling you underneath a minute left, be ready to knock down free throws, and they stepped up, knocked down free throws at the line.
Well, you've got a number 6 ranked team, at least before this game tonight. You were ranked number 6. Great job there, Coach. And that means, things are looking good for a great playoff push coming up at the end of the year. Is a game like this important for you to be ready for the pressure and intensity of playoff basketball?
Yes, it is. It's like we practice these situations in practice where we go. We practice these down 5, whatever may be the case, but we work hard, we work good. This is what it's about. I guess we hope we're clicking at the right time, because we had some tough tournaments, close losses, and I hope we're clicking at the right time.
Right on, Coach. Right on, Coach. Well, you satisfied?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, go enjoy this win, Coach.
All right.
Congratulations.
Appreciate
All right, Brandon Tanagith is the head coach of the Blue Ridge Lady Yellow Jackets. They have defeated Holbrook 50-45 on the road here at Holbrook. What a win for the Lady Jackets. Coverage of Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband. Well, folks, it's going to wrap up the girls' game, and in a moment we'll begin the boys' game. We are going to stop our video broadcast, okay? Just keep that in mind. The video broadcast will stop. Then we will start a whole new one for the boys' game coming up, and we we'll just continue our coverage here from Holbrook tonight. The Blue Ridge boys, the Holbrook boys, that action is on the way here in just a little bit. Want to thank our extraordinary production team. They are led by the producer, Derek Simmons, technical director tonight, Fernando Quintana, and shooting camera for us on this one here, the young and talented Brevin Matthews. And isn't he a baseball talent? He's a pretty good baseball player, isn't he? Yeah. Going to be playing for Scottsdale Community College. He's going to be an artichoke, that young man. I wonder if he even likes artichokes. You like artichokes? He hates them. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man? Artichokes are great. Well, he's going to be one. He's going to dress like one. He's going to smell like one when he plays baseball next year for Scottsdale. That's going to wrap up the girls' game. And for the entire crew, my name is Floyd Simmons, reminding you the final score, 50-45, Blue Ridge over the Holbrook Roadrunners. And this one tonight, the boys' game is coming up next. God bless you, everybody. Look for that boys' broadcast. We're going to start a new one here in a bit on our YouTube and Facebook channels. Brought to you by Choice Broadband. Return to Holbrook with us in a moment.
This has been Northland Basketball, an exclusive presentation of Sports Zone Radio. Listen online at SportsZone123.com and download the Sports Zone Radio app for your smartphone and listen wherever you go. Join us again for the next broadcast of Northland Basketball.